Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bronze Opinions, a new League of Legends podcast that looks at Worlds 2022, and we give our very shit opinions uh, and overreactions based on the results so far. And the reason why we're calling it Bronze Opinions is because we are very bad players. Okay, I'll speak for myself. I'm a very horrible player. I
Oh
have
my god,
been
you're actually one of
unranked.
the worst.
I haven't been ranked yet because I'm too pussy to play ranked. But yeah,
All he
uh,
does is he goes and he plays with bots and then he
yeah,
like
that's all I
jerks
do.
himself off
That's
at how
that's
good
all
he
I
is
do.
with bots and then yeah.
That's that's literally all I do. I only play against bots, and
When
that has
when's the last
been
time
my
you actually
experience with.
played?
When is the last time I actually played? I think
Yeah.
after the first day of Worlds.
Oh, you actually played.
Yeah, I went to open all my drops, and I played one game.
This is something I was also telling him. I was like, he has like when you watch Worlds, you get drops
Yeah,
by watching the games, and he doesn't
yeah.
play the game, but I do. So in all fairness, I was telling him that he should just log out of his account, log in as me, and give me the drops because I'll actually use them. Like, who are you gonna emote to? Are you gonna emote to bots? Because that's
Yeah,
the only
I'm
thing you
gonna emote
get.
to bots, dude. Yes, that's what I'll do.
Yeah. In all fairness, like the bots are actually the ones who talk the most trash. Not gonna lie, They always
Exactly.
have,
You know when they're like when you're fountain diving them and they're like,
yeah,
no.
yeah, and they're like, "I'll be back," or like,
Yeah, I'll be
"This
back and
defeat
shit
does
like
not,"
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Anyways, so yeah, we're here to talk about worlds. I think we're dividing, and the reason we're doing this right now is because we didn't want to talk about play-ins because it's play-ins. I mean, pretty much the expected thing happened. There was no upset or
Mad Lions didn't make it. That was
I
a big
mean,
upset.
like it wasn't a big upset considering like who had to who beat them to make it through. Like if it was DFM or something who beat Mad Lions to make it through to the group stages, then we would talk about that. But it was just EG, so like it doesn't really make a difference at the end of the day, in my opinion. I think those who are expected to make it through play-ins made it through. Um,
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Yeah. And we're recording this after the first week, I guess, the first round of group stage matches. Um, yeah. So I guess we can start with our general overview of how the tournament's going so far.
Yeah. This Worlds is stacked. Not gonna lie. This might be
Yeah.
one of the best Worlds that has happened in my like 3 years of watching League of Legends. It has been an absolute joy. Like when I log on, like I'll Google like, Worlds 2022 and get the schedule. And every match is just a banger. Like every match is just like, holy shit, I need to watch that game. Or like, something can happen in that game. So
Yeah.
not gonna lie, this has been one of the best worlds that
Yeah.
has happened so far.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with you on that one. I think, um, like play-ins was kind of whatever, but the group stage has been pretty incredible. Like so far, the matches, um, like we've had very few blowouts. The only blowouts we've had are like against significant, like we know they're objectively weaker teams.
Yeah,
Any like team that you think can be any team is a contender at this point, in my opinion. Like any team from the LCK is a contender. Uh, any team from the LPL, maybe we have some few question marks there, but I have a few question marks there. But I think LPL is a solid contender. LEC, I mean,
solid
besides
contender. Solid contender.
there's two teams that I feel like are solid contenders who can go through and do well. NA, we just LCS, let's not talk about that for now. Yeah,
Well,
and then
we'll
we
get
have
there
just
to each regional
yeah,
performances.
yeah, and then we have the PCS and so on and so forth. But I feel like there have been some really good games, some really close games as well. Like even the ones you expect to be blowouts are, they're coming down to the wire. Sure, an expected team wins, but it's like for most of the time it's on a knife's edge. Anyone
It
can be
is.
winning.
It really
Um,
is.
yeah.
And like the
Uh,
team fights are actually like really well played out. Like everything about it is actually so important.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Evans, yeah, like there's it's like you know like before what would happen is like when there's like a very significantly strong team, like they win one team fight and then it's just snowball effect. But this is like very flip flop, you know, like one
yeah,
team will win like one team fight and then the other team will win and then like it's just trading blows back and forth. And like
yeah. I
honestly, yeah,
think
the caliber of like players and like teams has just gone up, or either has gone up or has just come down. But I
I,
feel like
I
there it's a lot more even.
yeah, I think it's also because like teams are willing to take a few more risks. Like we have not seen that many like Baron flips or elder flips. I mean, not elder flips, but we've not seen many Baron flips. We've not seen many Drake flips, like dragon flips or whatever. Like it, the thing, some teams are making really good decisions on when to pick fights. Like if they feel like, okay, we shouldn't fight on Baron, they'll just give it up. We've seen very few teams who are just like, all right, fuck it, um let's just go steal a Baron if we can. And then if they go, they might be successful, or else they'll just get absolutely blown out of the water after that. Um, so yeah, I think teams are making good decisions in general. That is like one thing that I've noticed. There's very few teams who are making horrible um, decisions around like objectives. There are some teams that are outliers, but I mean, in terms of like contesting and stuff, teams know when to go in and back out.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
I
which
mean,
which I
this
like.
this was always like a thing, but I feel like vision, like just having vision on the map, this time has been like one of the biggest like difference makers because
Yeah.
like the contesting of vision and making sure the other team is like just roaming around blind literally
Hmm.
can win you the game. And I
Yeah.
don't think I've seen such
But I
impactful
think I
like
think that's because we've had like, okay, from the past three worlds. I think didn't we start? Yeah, we started 2019 when Damwon won their first one, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So um since then, I feel like this worlds is the meta. I guess we can like have like a little bit of meta conversation in this. Like the meta in this worlds is a lot more support roaming focused. I don't know if that's been the case in the past few worlds as well, but like this worlds, you've seen a lot of support, like support champions just move around and contest vision, because most of the time it's just the jungler who's just going around putting down wards in the jungle and stuff like that. You have the laners putting down wards in like the entrances of the jungle and like in the river, but you don't have like deep in the middle, like when there's not much going on. You don't have much like uh you don't have many deep wards unless some.
I don't think that's true. I think like that's always been a case, like having deep words and vision, but because of how like team fights are playing out and how like how balanced the meta is and how balanced the teams are, I think not having like or removing vision just gives you that extra edge to like win a
Yeah,
team fight.
that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like um because we've had so many roaming support champions,
Yeah,
it's helped uh you know it's helped the vision contesting battle that we
mm.
have like uh in the game. Before, you just have the junglers contesting vision,
Yeah,
and then in the mid game, like mid game, is when the support starts like roaming and stuff like that. Or when there's like a lane swap, that's when like roam starts happening. But here, in some games, I've seen like the support champion just starts roaming once the ADC reaches like level 7, level 8. After that, like the support champion just is like, all right, I'm bouncing. I'm going wherever the hell I want to, and doing whatever the hell I want to. And then because of that, you get a lot more. Even like you get a lot more opportunities to team fight as well. We've not had. those games where there's nothing going on for like 20 minutes and then one team fight decides the whole game and ends the whole game, and you're like, okay, well, what the hell was that? What I you know
No,
we've always
absolutely,
had
yeah.
like some kind of action going on, whether it be like 10 minutes or whatever. It's not like,
And
okay, 10 minutes happens, one team fight, and it's not like, okay, the game is done. No, like
no,
there's
true.
still possibility.
And I think partially, like, I know Riot gets a lot of flack, right, for a lot of
Yeah,
things like balancing, and but I think they really, like, the dragon changes just has led to more team fights, because like now, like the third, fourth dragon, you actually need your team there to do it more and more.
yeah,
So
yeah,
just like results in more and more team fights earlier on. And then like now the like priority on the Rift Herald and everything, because it also gives you extra gold. Like all of the
yeah,
small changes have actually made it so much more exciting, because you're getting team fights at the very beginning of the game. But they're also not team fights that define. Like if you lose, it's fine, you lose. There's always a chance to come back. But I feel like before, whenever you lost those, it just snowballs. Like it completely snowballs the whole game. And like
yeah.
the lead becomes insurmountable. But here, like I never have once thought like this team is completely out. Like unless it's like 10k goal difference, which is rare to see. Like every team just looks like
I think we've only seen that in one game, in my I like 10k, not even at the end, but like in the middle of the game. I have only seen it in one game, which is the T1 C9 game. That's it.
yeah.
Otherwise, like I haven't seen any other 10k goal difference like
I think
game.
Rogue had a 10,
Was
like
it
close to 10k, like the goal difference between top
was it
esports.
against? Oh, are you serious? Okay, I
Yeah,
didn't watch that game
like
because I was
they
sleeping,
they
but
they were actually pretty ahead. Not gonna lie.
hmm? Oh, wait,
Okay.
against top esports.
Yeah,
10k at the end.
close
Are
to
you talking
10k.
about
Yeah,
at
I'm
the
pretty
end?
sure. Yeah, close to
No.
10k. Yeah,
No, no,
it
no,
was
no,
a
no, no. I
gigantic goal lead.
I watched that game. Okay, no, I watched that
Hold on,
game yesterday
we're
night,
gonna look it
and
up.
it was not 10k. I'm pretty sure it was not 10k. It was like back and forth the whole time. And
No, no.
I remember there was just one or two team fights that changed the whole thing. It was not 10k. It was probably like 5k when the second Baron happened. It was
Okay,
5k at that time.
it's fine. Hold on, I'm looking it up. All right, but like, let's switch to the meta. Let's switch to
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
the
meta.
discussion about the meta. Again, I feel like.
Which brings me into like even region performance. Like we can tie them up
Mm-hmm,
together because like we have seen teams that we expected to be tournament favorites to not be looking that good, like
yeah,
shaky at best, and like teams that we were kind of writing off from the start, like actually doing really well. So for
right.
example, we have like Fnatic,
Mm-hmm,
who was like, came from the plains, didn't expect much, thought they'd be like third, fourth, yeah, third at best, but they're actually doing really well.
okay,
Another
hold on.
team,
Sorry to
yeah.
interrupt you. Right before the final team fight, Rogue had a 9,000 goal lead.
No, that's what I'm saying. Right before the final, that's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the game,
Yeah.
I meant, but throughout the game,
No.
it was not 10k. Like throughout the
Okay.
game, it was like 5 6k
Mm-hmm.
ish. Yeah,
Okay,
and
fair enough. I see your point.
yeah, that's all I meant.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, Fnatic doing really well. Another team that I thought was like, um, you know, uh, pretty much wrote off, but they're doing decently well is like DRX, for
Mm-hmm.
example. Like, didn't really think they would do much, especially against top esports. But they came out and slapped them up like really nicely. Um, then even RNG. Uh, I thought they were second best in their group, but they're currently the best team right there. Which brings me to Genji. I thought they were tournament favorites. I even put them to win. But they're looking shaky at best. They're looking good at best, but shaky, very, very shaky at times, and it's a bit worrying, to be honest. And the other team that is like not living up to their high standards, in my opinion, is Top Esports. Their game against Rogue was not fun to watch. And like, if you are a top esports fan, not fun to watch at all. Rogue absolutely destroyed them. Um, yeah, and even JDG, to be fair, like they're 3-0, but their match against was it G2, I think? Yeah, I think their match against EG was close for most of it, and then like it was one
It
or two team
spiraled.
fights
Yeah.
and that was it. But I think against G2 as well, like it was close for a while, and then they just
And
pulled
I
through.
think that's the difference maker is like EG can't capitalize on like their like advantages, but like
Yeah.
I feel like if they met a really good team, they would absolutely crush those advantages and like take over JDG. So I think once like actual playoffs come and they're meeting like the best, maybe they'll
Mm-hmm.
like be punished for this, or maybe they'll be punished in the second round robin because like people will actually sit down and be like, JDG, JDG is doing this and stuff like that. So it'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
that's what I mean. Like we don't know as of now. That's what I'm saying. Like JDG is not looking like the first seed from LPL. Like they look a bit weak. I wouldn't say they're like the worst team from the LPL or anything like that, but they look a bit weak. They look a bit vulnerable, like um and stuff like that. But yeah, I think my favorite team to watch so far has been Fnatic. Like are they were one team fight away from being 3-0 in their group. And I think the MVP of their team has been Humanoid so far, even though he's just been playing Azir, but he's like shitting on everyone and
Like that
like
one team fight where he like managed to escape, but like where he killed everyone off and he had like 10 HP left.
that one. That's the one I'm talking about against
Yeah,
EDG.
against
Yeah,
EDG. Yeah,
yeah.
literally so close.
So
I'm
it
kind
was
of
so
offended
good.
you didn't mention Rogue in your whole list, but okay, it's fine.
No, okay, listen, like Rogue is the first seed from LEC. People like it's not that I expected them to do bad. I thought they would be doing they're like as the first seed comes, they're 3-0. Like it is not I wouldn't say expected, but like, you know, they're
Yeah, but
3-0,
like
they're a first seed.
it's also because like Rogue is always supposed to be like like Rogue is never considered. It's always like Fnatic G2 kind of thing. So like
I think we can yeah, like the meta really suits them where they just put like Odo on like
Rock
a
guy.
fucking tank and like he just like shits on everybody and then they just focus their entire like their resources on bot lane and mid lane and then they just basically beat everybody up because like Odo Amne is just carry
And I think
smurfing his way in top lane.
And I think this might be like one of the few years, like few times I like remember where every role is strong. Like you can pick how you want to play, You want to put resources on your top lane will
Yeah.
carry. If you want to put resources in your bot lane will carry. And I think you're right about the like supports because I think about like DRX and Rogue, right? The reasons they're also winning so hard is because they have outstanding supports. Like yesterday's game, Trimby actually knocked it out of the park. Like some of
Yeah.
those fights where he was like, I don't know how he's surviving. So I think even DRX like Barrel is incredible. Like some
I
of the
mean,
plays he's
we
making.
already I already knew Beryl was
No, that's
incredible
fair.
like
But like
and
he's crushing
everybody
it.
else knew that like Beryl was incredible.
Yeah, I know. He's kind of like he was a reason like Damwon Kia managed to win Worlds as well. Like he was one of the star players in that
Yeah.
roster. So no, that's fair. But it's just I feel like every role can carry. Like you can decide where you want to put your resources or who's going to be your carry, and that will
Yeah.
be it. There's no like we only have to focus bot because the meta is like bot focused.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
And I mean
it's not like the summer split where everything was
exactly.
bot focused. You could just have like fucking isolated 1v1s on the top lane and then like everything is just bot lane, bot lane, bot lane, bot lane, which is why we
Yeah.
saw like champions like Zeri just
Oh
like
yeah,
basically destroy
one
everybody.
of the most
Um
horrible metas, man. Like I'm
Exactly. Yeah.
so glad they changed it before Worlds. Like if I
Yeah.
saw another Zeri game, my god. Like even I thought like before, I was like Misfortune is just gonna be played all the time. Because I remember last Worlds, that was the thing. They buffed Misfortune and every game was just Misfortune, 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 and I was like, I hate it. But
Yeah.
that the fact that like, 100 different champions like have been like in like banned or like big ban, I think in this
Yeah.
world's meta kind of defines how well the meta is. Like the fact that like Nuguri could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna play Jace, and he still managed to do fine, is amazing.
He didn't.
Like,
He was like doing really well
yeah,
for like a completely off pick, like not even
yeah,
meta Jace pick. That like some people put it in like the D tier of top laners, and he was doing well. I don't know. I didn't see the draft of that. Like if Maokai was open, I don't know why Maokai was not picked against Jace. Like fucking number one counter pick ever. Or
yeah.
not even Maokai, even Malphite. Like, why was Malphite not picked? Like, bro, come on.
Yeah,
Um,
Mel, I don't. Honestly, I'm not sure why some of the champions aren't being played, but that's why we're bronze. Because like I love Shen, and I'm like, why isn't Shen being played? Like Shen is an incredible tank. He can like dive. He can like goes like if you're
no,
tower diving.
Shen was played for one game, one or
Yeah,
two games.
but
It
he was
was
played
in the
support. He was played
play and
support.
knockout phases. Yeah, he was played as support. Yes,
Yeah,
you're correct.
but like if you play top, you just like help tower dive bot lane, TP back up, and you're fine. But
Yeah,
again, I only play against bronze players, and it works really well. So that's why this is bronze opinions.
yeah,
Yeah.
um,
As soon as I go
yeah,
to silver, I realize that like not even like going up like to diamond or like anything.
yeah.
As
Just
soon
the
as I go
next, the
one,
next
just
rank.
the
Yep,
top one, I
yep,
realize how shit it is. But yeah,
yeah.
no.
All right.
Okay,
So who has been what are we moving on to next?
okay, let's do region. Like I think we've covered meta pretty well, and like,
Yeah,
cause
sure,
like
sure.
we were not gonna like dive into like each champion.
I still hate Yumi though. Like Yumi
Okay,
is the
no. Yumi
worst.
is the worst champion.
They need
Like,
to like disable her, delete her, everything. Like I don't give a shit. Like it just remove her from the game. You know?
you know what was the biggest like this champ needs to go is like the humanoid, like the same EDG fight where humanoid goes in to hit like kill the Yumi, and then the
And then
Yumi
the
just
prowling
goes.
projectile takes like 30% of his health.
Yeah, not even that, and then the Yumi just attaches to someone. And I feel like the fact that you can do that lets you get away with so many mistakes with
Yeah.
nothing at all. Like you press one button and everything is fine. And they won a team fight on the Yumi mistake just because she can become untargetable, which I think is completely unfair. So I
Yeah.
think I think yeah, they need to get rid of that champion. It's the
Uh,
worst.
we always thought like Yumi was like a meme champion. I mean, at least, but I don't know, man. This past year has like it's like I hate that champ with a passion. I
Yeah.
think everybody does. That's why whenever it's picked, it's like booed throughout the arena. Nobody likes to watch like a Yumi fucking game ever.
You want to know how
Um,
broken Yumi is?
how
In
broken is
bronze,
it? Yeah,
you get Yumi bots. You know those accounts just trying to get to level 20,
yeah.
and those matches the Yumi still wins
Oh my
with like
god.
with like 0, 3, 25 kill. Like I said, like that's how the ratios work.
Like
And so you,
zero and then three assists, three
no, three
deaths,
deaths and then 25 assists
25
because they're just
assists.
healing. Like
Oh my
that's literally what they're
god.
doing. And so that's how busted the champion is. It's absolutely garbage. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
I actually
I
hate it.
think yeah, I think that's it. We can move on to region performances.
I do want to say though, before we move on,
Yeah.
Maokai being played is the best. I love that champion so much.
Yeah,
That's all.
and I thought Nocturne would be the most flexed champion
No.
because you can play mid. I like to be honest, I wasn't thinking of Maokai when I did my pickums, and like I saw Nocturne being played in mid lane and jungle, and I was like, you know what? Like some crazy person is just gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna pick like Nocturne top lane or some shit
No.
like that. I mean, which is why I'm bronze, I guess, or which is why I'm
It's
completely
really funny.
unrated.
Anyone who's listening to this at the end of the day, they can hate our opinion, but then they'll be like, it's fine, they're bronze. It makes sense. That's why they're picking Nocturne for like triple flex.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
All right.
Um.
So region
All right.
performances.
Regional performances. So far, which how are we doing this? Are we
Okay,
just going by region, or are
let's go
we
by
just
region. Let's give our short
okay?
opinion. Okay, let's start with NA because it's an NA.
No, let's do that last. You know
All
what?
right, let's do that last.
We need to get like, let's build up the moment and then
Okay. All right.
yeah.
All right.
So we
Okay.
can start with the easiest one. Let's start with PCS.
Okay, no, wait. Let's do that with NA because I have some thoughts on that. Let's do
Okay.
the top regions. Okay, LCK.
All right, LCK. I think they're doing okay. They're doing pretty well. Damwon is looking good. Canyon is, I guess, back to doing what he does best,
Yeah.
gapping every single jungler in the game. Um,
Damon definitely looks
Genji,
stronger than Genji right now.
Genji, Genji, I think is the. Okay, this might be a hot take, but I think Genji is the worst team from
I
LCK at the
completely agree.
moment.
I completely agree.
Yeah, like the best team right now, I feel like is okay, again, hot take might be
DRX.
DRX
Yeah.
actually. And then it's like a tie between T1 and DK, and then we have Genji.
I think T1 is very good, but I think their drafting is just so hot garbage. Like, it's
Yeah.
either it works and it works well, or it doesn't work and it fails horribly.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's been their struggle this entire split. The entire summer split, they fuck, drafting was just the worst thing ever I've seen. I sometimes I was actually surprised how they won the game, but
Yeah, no,
it's just that
honestly.
they're so fucking talented that they make it
Sometimes
work
it
somehow.
pulls. Yeah,
Yeah,
sometimes they manage to make it work.
yeah.
Alright.
Like the first, like literally the first game against EDG, fuck knows how they won that game. Like what a
Yumi, bro.
solo queue.
The only difference was the Yumi. If the Yumi wasn't there, they would have lost. I guarantee you.
True,
Replace the
but like
Yumi with
what a
any other
solo
support.
queue composition it was.
It
It
really
was
was.
so random. But yeah, they
It
made
was
it
the
work.
biggest, like, I'm going
Whatever.
to carry this team kind of thing. You know how yeah, you're right, solo cute. Everyone is like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be the carry kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, then we can go to LPL.
Alright.
They look like the second best region in my opinion at the moment. I don't know. Is that okay, actually I don't, I want to take that back. I don't know yet. I would feel. But
I'm gonna give you a hot take. I'm gonna give you a hot take.
all right. Are you saying the
They,
third best region?
they're the third best region, with LEC being the first best region right now. Having
Okay.
played the groups, it's LEC, LCK, and then LPL. Actually, no, I'll take it back. It's LEC, LPL, and then LCK.
Okay. You know what? I we're bronze for a reason. You know what? Like we can have absolutely shit horror hot takes, but all is forgiven.
All is
Um,
forgiven.
yeah. I think okay. I think they're doing fine. The top esports is just horrible. Uh, yeah. Top esports is horrible.
Yeah, I realized they
That's
only
all I
got
have.
their one win against like CFO. Oh no, Gambit.
Yeah. Gigabyte, you mean?
Gigabyte, yeah, like
Gigabyte Marine.
they
Yeah.
didn't actually get a win against any top region. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, top esports is a tragic tale. Um RNG is good. RNG
RNG
might be
is
the
good.
best team at Worlds, in my opinion.
Gala is
Like
actually popping
top
off,
two.
man.
Top two, I think. Just waiting for his pentakill so I can get 50 points on my pickums.
Yeah, man. When he played that Kaisa game, and C9
Yes.
was it C9
Yes.
chasing them?
No, it was 100 Thieves. It was
No.
100 Thieves.
Okay, yeah, but like there was at some point, and I was like, come on,
That was
just like.
that was Gumayushi and Kaisa
Oh, okay.
on
No,
against
no.
C9. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, but yeah, I need Gala to get Penta. I have all my pickums. Gala is there, and I'm like, thank God he's popping off. But he needs a pentakill, man. He really needs a pentakill.
Yeah, he does one. Okay. So I think RNG might be top two team at the moment.
Who's your top team?
Uh, Hard to tell at the
Okay,
moment, actually.
fair.
Uh, yeah, I'm not. Maybe it might be Rogue. Like Rogue's games have looked quite dominant.
Yeah,
Um,
they've actually been so flawless. Like, if you want to know how good Rogue is, go to the top esports game and just see how they played this fight under the turret between Comp and Trimby, who is their bot lane and support. And that is like high tier skill, man. Like, that
yeah,
was fucking incredible.
yeah. I like Rogue RNG might be right now at the moment like the like the best performing teams. Maybe it's like skewed because their groups are not that strong. Like our RNG has
No.
Genji, like we said, is currently the might be the worst LCK team. They have Flying Oyster, like it's just a minor region, and then they have 100 Thieves. Whereas Rogue has top esports, which is again probably the worst LPL team. DRX, their
Yeah.
win against I think their win against DRX is more impressive like than their win against top esports
Says the
and
person who, when I said,
Gigabyte.
look, Rogue One against DRX, he was like, but you guys aren't gonna beat top esports. And then here he goes, he's been like, oh no, DRX is so much better, top esports sucks. No, 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 no.
Fuck. Look, okay, look. My we are here for overreactions, okay? Um well, I feel like league fans are the most reactionary fan base. Like they'll be like, "All right, like fucking who lost against who? They're the worst trash dog tier team in the world right now." But yeah, I based on the like how clean their victories have looked, Rogue is up there. It might be because they're the other the two out of three teams in their group are not performing so well. But yeah, that's not a thing that we'll go into right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
LEC.
LEC,
Did we miss any LPL team?
LEC. Yeah.
EDG.
JDG is 3-0. They're doing fine.
What
Some
about
close games,
EDG?
and EDG is a weird one. You know what? I think EDG is weird because they've looked kind of weak, but thank God they won against Fnatic. Like, yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Alright.
They made Group A a lot more spicy because they won against Fnatic, and even though their win was not clean, um, I think Group A is currently the most top heavy of all groups, so it's kind of expected. But I think in this second round robin, I think they'll be the best team in Pool A.
Do you think the fact that like every team, like every group finishes on the same day and like they'll constantly be playing?
Do they finish? I don't think they finish on the same day.
No, no, like the group A, all the matches will happen
Oh
on one
yes,
day.
oh yeah. Group A,
Do
all
you
the
think
matches will be done in one day. Yes,
Do you
yes,
think that
correct.
will just lead to chaos? Like in Group A, every other group will like leave that, but like considering how tight Group A is, do you think then because no one will have like a chance to kind of go back and like review
Study.
and stuff like that, it's just gonna be
Yeah,
chaos, hot
that
chaos.
October 13th is gonna be so that's 2 days, literally. What, Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Day after tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, so it's literally the first day of second week of groups. That's when Group A finishes. That's gonna be a good day. If Fnatic plays the way they've been playing the first round robin, first day of the round robin, if they've been playing the same way, it's gonna be a spicy, spicy day.
Yeah.
But if they fall off, then it's just gonna be a bit battle between EDG and T1. I don't see C9. Let's just not talk about them at the moment. But yeah,
Okay.
LEC, I think are
Okay.
doing better than expected.
I completely agree. It's kind
Yeah.
of weird to see G2 being the worst of them, but like that's fine. All right, let's get to NA, the worst
NA
region.
NA plus the minor regions. Yeah, but
Okay,
more NA than the minor
the
regions.
fact that I think CFO has a win and
Yeah,
all of NA doesn't,
yeah.
I think NA should be stripped of like their actual like major
Major
status
regions.
and actually give a spot to someone else. Not gonna lie. Honestly, I feel like maybe two teams from Japan should come because I'm tired of seeing the FM. But like, holy crap, NA is garbage. Like, imagine
Maybe two teams
losing.
from Brazil, because Loud looked
Loud
kind of
looked amazing, right? Like,
good.
no,
Like
they need
even
to. They need to give up a spot.
yeah, just have like the way how it works in UEFA, where like if your league does not do well in like Champions League or whatever, like you lose a spot.
Yeah,
It goes from like 4 teams to 3 teams or whatever, like however your ranking coefficient is as a league. I think they should do the same here, in my opinion.
yeah, and I think
Where
this is
yeah,
the biggest evidence that they need to do it. Like, they need to strip like zero wins, zero wins, and mind you, CFO is one team, okay, just one
yeah,
team, and has
yeah,
one win. This is
yeah.
three NA teams
One win
playing
against an NA team, by the way.
and an
Keep
NA
that in
team,
mind.
yeah. Three teams, okay, played in 9 games and zero wins. Just zero wins. Absolute garbage, my god. Like C9 is actually like C9, the top seed is actually one of the worst NA teams. My god, they actually are so bad.
Yeah, I watched the C91 game, and my God, it was bad.
It was so
It
bad.
might be the worst game I had seen so far.
Yeah.
But like, they didn't do anything, nothing, bro. Like they were down. It, it was for like 5 to 7, like I think it was like 7 to 8 minutes where it was 0 kills, and T1 was like 1.5k up in gold.
They
Uh,
need
you
they
don't
need to
see
remove
you don't
Fudge.
see that you don't see that, man. Like
They need to
especially at Worlds, I've not seen the team, like the goal difference that high when there's no kills on the board.
yeah. No, it's just pure lane diffs and like
Yeah.
team diffs. And like they need to remove Fudge and investigate him for like win trading. Not gonna lie. That man is actually, I don't understand why they keep letting him counterpick or something. Like give him something strong and just let
Not
him
even
be.
strong, just give him weak side, just give
Yeah.
him Orn, give him fucking, I don't know,
Give
Maokai
him,
for
yeah,
like
give him even
sustain.
Aatrox, give him something, man. But man,
Dude,
he
Aatrox
keeps,
is a strong champion where you have to like be have some urgency. Like
but man,
this man does not have urgency at all.
he plays Fiora, he plays Jax, and man, it's
No,
just
he
the
played
worst
he
thing.
played 2 games of Fiora, and he played 1 game of Jax, and he was gapped in all three, where he got the counter pick to Aatrox
Yeah, no, he needs to, like, they need
and
to,
Ornn.
they have 5 bans, just give all 5 bans to top lane. That's it. I think that's the best way to win, is every single ban is just top lane. Bro, but when they're in group chat, Evan tell the other team, please like ban 3 champs, like just give
Yeah.
them all champs. At the end of the day, they're probably playing something garbage like Malphite versus like Ilaoi or something. There's just no ban. Like,
Or just give him like Ornn or Gnar or something that you're just like, you know what? Okay, if we leave this guy alone in lane, he's not gonna die, or he's not gonna go down like 50 CS by 15 minutes or something like that, where like literally their top laner is just shitting on us because of how fed he is by just fucking killing creeps the whole time.
they actually need to give him Malphite. Malphite is one of those champs that like it's fine you fall far or like far behind because you're still useful. Like you just have to
Yeah,
ult
you
it.
just have that engage. But like
Yeah.
even Ornn is like that. Like even though you fall behind,
But
at least he
Orn
has like
requires
his
you to have
passive.
hands, man. Orn requires you to have hands and be skilled and actually
But
know
like
how to play that champ. I'm giving him bronze level tips.
no, but
I'm
like
giving
okay, but to be fair, like sure, Ornn, you need hands and shit, but like even if you were playing with no hands, at least you can upgrade your own team's items, you know? Like at least
That's
you can
true.
like you can make them better in a way. like I'm reaching here at this point. Like this guy has given me like I had no faith. I don't know how people have faith in this man. Like
Yeah.
if I
Honestly,
was, huh?
100 Thieves looks like the best like team. Like 100 Thieves looks like actually like
No, no,
yeah.
dude, no, 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 no. Let's let's go back a bit, okay? Like 100 Thieves might look the best team, but that's because they have CFO in their group, and they still lost to CFO. Like you cannot say that they might be the best when you have like EG, who kept up with JDG to a certain point, and then they shit the bed. DK gapped them like no tomorrow. And G2 always beats them. So like their group is hard, but their games are, it's not painful to watch. 100 Thieves are lost in some games. They're just lost. I think it was like their most recent one. What was their most recent one? Yeah, when they played RNG. Dude, like FBI, who is our ADC, like this guy was just a non-existent. He was playing MF.
No, he was doing pretty well. He was doing pretty well, bro. He
The
actually had
thing
like
is,
a
he
shutdown
had
at a point.
no, but it's because his team had like a good draft and that was built around him. But like the dude was just kind of non-existent in my opinion. Like he would just do random things, and 100 Thieves have like very bad decision making where they'd like half contest and then back off and then like be like, okay, well, now we half contested and shit like that, and like now our like creeps are pushing down in bot lane because we pulled our bot lane, like our ADC, all the way up to mid lane to fight for fucking Rift Herald when we didn't want to fight for Rift Herald. Or we called our top laner to the bot river, and now he's losing creeps in the top lane because we wanted to contest for dragon, but now we're giving up. And so they look a bit lost. And to I feel like it's doing them it's doing EG a big injustice calling 100 Thieves the best team when they've lost to a minor region when
All
they
right,
shouldn't have.
fair enough, fair enough. I'll take that point. I'll take that point. Okay.
Like 100 Thieves was the only team I had confidence in that they would be third in their group, at least. Full 100% confidence that they would be third. But even that is looking rough now.
Okay, I have a question then. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think EG would do a lot better if they didn't have a substitute AD carry?
Yes.
Do you think all these like matches where it's close, they could actually have made it a lot closer or could have potentially won, which is still something I don't believe in. If they had Danny.
I don't think they would have made they I, they might have made like, okay, the JDG one where they were ahead for most of the game and then they just shit the bed. You can say that they could have maybe won it if Danny was there. Like very like small percentage increase that they could have won. Um but I think they still have like a way harder uh group than 100 Thieves.
Okay, that's fair. And I
If
mean,
you swapped 100 Thieves and EG, I feel like EG would be uh maybe even second at this point. Like if they or third with a very close game to Genji where they
not,
lost.
yeah, okay. I see what you mean. I see what you mean about them. That's fair.
I think it's just strength of schedule has screwed EG up. They've got the worst group
And
because
they
the
had to
rest of
go
the teams
in
are
through
way better than
play-ins.
them.
Like I think going through play-ins is also such a disadvantage because teams just watch you. Like
Yeah,
in some cases, like I guess it gives them more time to build. They're like like gel together as a
synergy.
squad.
Yeah,
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 because with a new
and
AD carry,
it
but it
gives them
also
more
gives
time to
them
like.
so much like information on how they play. Because like
Yeah, but it
some
also gives
teams
them
came
like time
in.
to get a proper read on the meta as well. Like
That's
you
true.
can find some teams like who are like absolutely struggling with the meta. I feel like Genji is one of them where sure they're 2-1, but they're kind of struggling with the meta. That might be because their strong side is bot side, whereas currently the strongest champions are top side, and bot side is kind of like. You can leave
No,
it.
I mean bot side can carry, like comp and Trimby bot side are carrying, but I
Yeah,
guess you're right, like there is help from the top side as well. Like it's the whole team
no,
sometimes.
but the thing that I'm saying is like you have like Odo on Rogue, who is like the safest topside player ever. So you can allow the team to go and feed the bot side, but you have Genji where Doran is probably the weakest from all of them. Like Ruler and Lehens are like so good. They were so good in LCK this past split. You can, like Chovy, like you can literally leave him and he'll out CS the whoever the fucking guy is in front of him. And
True.
even Peanut is doing really well right now. Like he was in spring split. He was okay at best. Like, but now he's really coming to his own. Um, so it's like the top side that's kind of letting them down a bit. Like I think in one of the games, like Dorian kept getting caught out. I think it was when he was playing Camille or something like that. He kept getting caught out. And then you have to invest resources into top side, and then you can't do shit bot side. And then the other team is just like, all right, the bot side is completely like, you know, let's just go and gank them every time, and they have no help.
All right, fair
So
enough.
that's what I'm saying. Like the meta is kind of playing against them, where in the summer split where you had like just focus all your resources on bot side, Zeri, Yumi, Zeri, whoever, fucking Sivir, whoever, and they will destroy everybody, and
Okay,
Ruler
but
will
like
shit on everybody.
Sivir Yumi still exist. Do you think? Like,
Uh,
like the thing is, the meta is so like dynamic, or
Sivir
like
Yumi only exists against bad teams,
that's
if
a
you think
flaming
about
hot
it.
take.
That I
That's a
think
hot
if
take.
okay, not like if you remove not Yumi in general, but like Sivir and Yumi only exist against bad teams. If you think about it, we had a Sivir Yumi game, T1 C9, T1 shit on them. Uh, no, it was T1 and someone else. Was it T1 and EDG? Yeah, it was T1 and EDG. T1, that was the quickest game of the group stage so far. So like it was a complete domination. Um, and then you have which other game was it? It was just recently.
I think it was a Fnatic.
Was it the Fnatic game? I don't think, or was it
No,
Rogue? No, it was
I'm
another
pretty.
game that just happened, like
I
literally.
swear it was a Fnatic game.
Oh, you're telling me it was Fnatic EDG,
Mm-hmm.
where Fnatic lost,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Fnatic had
Fen-
Yumi Sivir.
Yumi Silver, Viper, and yeah, because I remember being like, yeah, it was Scout, Victor, Viper on Sivir, Mako on Yumi, and then Gragas and
Oh,
Lee Sin.
okay, fine. I
Yeah,
guess only Group A has used fucking Sivir Yumi so far.
I still think that like the meta is in a way that you can sculpt it and kind of play to your strengths, but again, they're the pros; they know what they're doing. So
Yeah, we're just bronze level players.
yeah. All right.
Um,
Do you want to move on
but
to
I still think Sivir Yumi is very effective, like very very effective
against
against
bad teams?
shit teams, because the Fnatic EDG was actually quite close.
Yeah.
Like Fnatic could have won it
All right.
if you think about it.
Yeah, but like the reason I'm saying that is because I think the difference maker in that game was also the Sivir. The Sivir Yumi pairing was actually kind of lethal.
That's isn't it because they like fed 2 kills to the Sivir in like the first few minutes.
I don't know. I don't
Wasn't
remember.
it that game?
I think so. The Helisang died to Sivir twice. I think.
No, Hillisang died. Even up, or is it upset? Yeah, upset died as well. Or
Okay, we'll take your prediction or your take and we'll analyze it. We'll gather more data on it.
Yes, we'll gather more
Sivir.
detail. But I trust me when I'm telling you, Sivir Yumi is not gonna be picked more than 3 more times in
All right.
this group stage.
That sounds very believable, actually. That actually sounds very believable.
Because it's been picked only twice so far, and it's because Yumi has been banned fully all the time. So, which is what I'm saying. Like, Sivir Yumi is only good against a good, like a shit team, where they'll either just forget to fucking ban Yumi for some goddamn reason, or they're just like, all right, we have so much confidence in our abilities, but then they just like, no,
I
they just
think.
roll over and die.
Who did G2 play? Was it G2 JDG? Where I think Sever Yumir were also there.
Well, let's see. Yes, and JDG won against G2.
I
And
told you.
JDG had Severe Yumi.
Sever Yumi, bro.
Oh, dude, we're saying G2 is the worst out of all the LEC teams. So, like, the point is still stands.
Okay, fine. Let's gather more. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna admit defeat. We're just gonna wait. Okay, we'll see.
Okay, done.
All right. Okay, final group predictions. Let's end it on like how you think the groups will end. Till the next time we record, which will be after groups have ended.
Yeah. Okay. Group A. I think T1 Fnatic Edward Gaming.
Okay.
Cloud9.
I think it's good. Okay, I'm also just gonna give mine for Group A.
Yeah, give it.
Fnatic, EDG, T1, C9.
Shit.
If you look at my pickums right now, my Group A pickums are EDG, C9, T1, Fnatic.
Oh my god. Absolutely busted. Alright. Group B, I think.
Oh my god! Even my group B picks are so garbage. JDG,
Fuck.
Evil Genius, Damon Kia, G2 Esports.
Wow, you put so much hopium and oh my god.
NA.
Did you do like the coin flip thing? Like you were like, okay, I'm gonna pick the top team,
The thing
and
is,
then I'm gonna coin flip the rest.
no, I'm never gonna like win these things. I was just being optimistic in all fairness.
Alright, fine. Alright. Group B, I think I'm gonna go the way it is right now. JDG, Damwon, G2, EG. I think
mine would be
EG
the
will
exact
win
same.
one game though. I think EG will win one game. NA is not gonna go 0-18.
I'm gonna predict they're gonna go 0-18. They're not winning a single game.
Okay.
I think the one game that might be won is 100 Thieves might beat Flying Oyster again. Maybe. But
Okay.
that's it. Alright, Group C.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my Group
what's
C
your
picks
group
are
B?
actually pretty good.
Your group B
It's
is
the same. It's the exact same as yours.
No. Oh,
No.
okay. Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Group C. Fuck. This is gonna be. I'm gonna say DRX, Rogue, Top Esports, and GAM.
That's one of the most garbage predictions I've ever heard. But like, that is one of the most shit. That's even worse than my pickums. My god. Okay.
Rogue is gonna lose against DRX and Top Esports in the next round robin.
I can believe that maybe because it's all being played on the same day. I'll believe that. All right, but I'm gonna go the exact same as my pickums, which is Rogue, Top Esports, DRX, and GAM Esports.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
Final
DRX
Group
second,
D.
but whatever.
All right. Group D.
Okay.
This one, the top two is a bit hard to call. But if the form remains the same, I think it's gonna be the same order as it is right now. RNG, Genji, Flying Oyster, 100 Thieves.
All right, I'm gonna give you another hot take here. This is mine. How it's gonna end. It's going to be Flying Oyster, 100 Thieves, Genji, and RNG.
Okay. The
Hot
only
take.
way, that's not even possible. You said RNG to be last?
Yeah.
So they're okay. What the fuck?
Okay, no.
So
in
you're
all fairness,
telling
I
me
think it's gonna be RNG, Genji, 100 Thieves, Flying Oyster. Actually,
Okay, so
Flying
they're
Oyster,
not
100
going.
Thieves.
Uh, I was just gonna say, you just said NA is gonna go in 18.
No, no, no.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I think that is the most believable.
Hmm.
I feel I feel confident in my pickums more than yours.
I mean, my
But yeah,
pickums are set, so they're like
not pickums, but this prediction,
okay.
this
No,
prediction
that's
that
fair.
we did
We'll
right
we'll
now.
come back to it. We'll come back after groups and we'll see who got the most correct. But
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
right now I'm looking at my pickums and I'm like, this is hot garbage. My God, I don't even know what I was on when I was
I
making these.
actually took pickums so seriously, even though the first round, like the first part of pickums,
Hmm.
I think I'm gonna get that so wrong. Like I picked Ari to pick the most highest KD
Oh
champion
my
when it's
God.
like picked like once or twice maybe.
Hmm.
Fucking like oh, I don't even know. I said okay. I did say I think the one that I have the most confident is that Yumi will be the most banned champion by the end of the tournament.
Yeah, no, mine aren't very good. I mean, mine are
Locked and
pretty
loaded.
okay. Like mine was most picked was Misfortune, most banned was Hecarim, highest win rate is Silas, different positions Maokai,
Hmm.
and then most deaths is Nautilus.
Dude, everyone's put Nautilus. I don't know why I put Ari. I was like, you know what? Because she's gonna be picked the most times, she'll have the most deaths.
No, no, no. I was like,
I
if someone's gonna die the most,
was,
it's gonna be an engage support. So I was like, just a coin
yeah.
flip between all of them.
Everyone's picked Nautilus though. Like a lot of people on the subreddit have also picked Nautilus, and they're like, you know what? My Nautilus most deaths pickums are feeding at the moment.
But yeah, all right. I
I
think
think that
that's
concludes.
yeah.
What an episode of
What
Bronze Opinions.
what a
Uh
opposite. What an episode of hottest shit takes though. Like damn, just absolute garbage. Just one after another garbage takes. Do you think
yeah, yeah,
someone, okay, in Worlds is gonna
yeah.
listen to this and then just send us a long message being like, please don't ever do this again. You guys know nothing. Please keep all your opinions to yourself. Do you think we're
It's
gonna
possible.
do you think Faker is gonna look at this and he's gonna skip a whole game. He's gonna be like, I don't wanna play C9. I would rather just tell these people how garbage they are.
I okay. Listen, we had some hot takes, but I feel like our takes are still very. Some of them are, most of them are quite mild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
fair. That's fair.
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
All right. See you next
See you, man.
week after
One
the conclusion of group
groups.
stages, where we will talk about how right or wrong we were and predict
Mm-hmm.
the knockout stages.
All right.
Yep.
See you, man.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.